So combustion. We said that most of the pollutants are a result of combustion. So we probably ought to understand, what is combustion. Combustion is defined as the rapid combination of oxygen, that's an element, with some other substance, either an element or a compound. So combustion is actually a type of chemical reaction in which one of the reactants is oxygen. All right? And combustion equations are chemical reactions that are represented using chemical symbols, and they obey the law of conservation of matter. All right? So combustion is just a type of chemical reaction. I have another worksheet for you all to do after you finish the POGA worksheet called Classification of Chemical Reactions. This is just a practice identifying types of reactions. I don't want you to think that a combustion reaction is the only type of chemical reaction. Actually, there's many different types, and you can identify the types by looking at the reactants and the products. Remember, the reactants are on the left-hand side of the arrow, and the products are on the right-hand side of the arrow, and you're looking for a change. The total number and type of atom of element is going to be the same across the reaction. There's just going to be a rearrangement. And in the case of the combustion reactions, we are combining some element or compound with oxygen to form a new substance. And the different types of reactions other than combustion are combination reactions, decomposition reactions, single replacement, double replacement. And you can figure out which types those are just by observing those reactions on that worksheet that I gave you. But I'll tell you that a combustion is a special type of synthesis reaction, okay? So a combustion reaction is a special type of synthesis reaction. And a synthesis reaction, or sometimes also called a combination reaction, is a reaction when one or more elements or compounds combine to form a new compound. All right, and so in the case of the combustion, it's a special type of synthesis reaction in which oxygen is always a reactant. All right, so you can identify a reaction as a synthesis reaction, and further you can identify it as a combustion reaction if oxygen is a reactant. Okay,